How often do you pray? Hey, I'm Mike Henry Sr. with Follower of One. Thanks for joining me again today on the Follower of One podcast. As this airs, we're starting a marketplace mission trip, and we often talk about our 5 daily practices. The first one of those daily practices is prayer, and I came across a passage in my quiet time today, and it's a prayer, but I don't think we often think of it that way because the disciples spent their time talking with Jesus. I don't think about a lot of that dialogue as prayer, but I wanted to attack it a little differently today. Our passage is Matthew 14:28. Peter is talking in this passage, and I'm reading from the Christian Standard Version. "Lord, if it is you," Peter answered him, "command me to come to you on the water." Again, Matthew 14:28 from the Christian Standard Bible. So Jesus had the disciples go across the lake with the only boat there was. And then later in the night, Jesus comes to them walking on the water. They're all freaking out because of the storm they're in. And here's this person walking on the water that they see. And Jesus tells them not to be afraid in the verse prior to this. And then Peter says this request. He makes this request. "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." I often ask God to use me in the lives of people. I think Peter's asking Jesus, if this is you, I want to be with you. What do you want me to do? Our first daily prayer in Follower of One is, "Here I am," from Isaiah. And there were 6 people in the Bible who actually said that prayer that we have written out. Isaiah says, "Here I am, send me." Those 5 words put us on the mission field wherever we are. I often think that many of us consider prayer. I used to feel this way as well. I considered that prayer was something I had to kind of block off everything and spend my time doing. I wanted to shut out the rest of the world, and my mind would run all over the place, and I would have all these problems. But what Peter's showing us here is, and reminding me, and I want to remind us, when we talk to Jesus, we're praying. And that dialogue with him should be the dialogue of a friend. At least that's in my estimation. I want my dialogue to Jesus to be going all day long. I want everything I do to be done following Jesus. And here Peter is making that prayer. And so Jesus commands him to go out on the water. And we'll talk in the next episode about what happens and the prayer that results in that part of the dialogue. But these dialogues with Jesus, I want us to remember that today. Today, I want to remember talking to Jesus' prayer. And praying is the most powerful thing I can do. The more lined up I am with Jesus and the better I am at following him, the bigger difference it makes. I want my life to experience Christ now. I also want it to make a difference in the lives of other people and help them experience him too. Why not join us? Why not check out followerofone.org? If you're listening to this on a podcast, like it. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the little thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. All those things help us. We want to help more people realize that little everyday things that we do, just like this request of Peter's, are all part of God's plan, and he will use that to make a difference in the world. Thank you for being a marketplace minister. Thanks for considering how your faith matters all the time. Remember, what we do because we follow Jesus matters forever. Thanks very much.